Hey, I'm always ready. Welcome to No More Monkey Business here, everybody. My name's Tim Stark.
I'm Jen
This
Garrett.
lovely lady here is Jen Garrett. We are going to be exposing. Thing about it is, anybody that knows Tim Stark, he has a tendency to change his mind and change direction. So we're going to go a little bit different from here on out because it got too confusing for us trying to gather all of the damn evidence, all the info,
There's so
pull
much
out
of it.
pieces here and there and to show you all. So instead of doing that, we are going to talk about it. And then when she does the editing, she will pop up some stuff here and there. But in the comments, you will be able to have access to every piece of evidence we have. You will have the articles, the videos, the recordings, whatever we have. I'm an open book. We're going to put it all out there. So when we're talking about these people, I'm going to be introducing characters pretty much is what we're going to be doing. Instead of talking now about everything they did and nitpicking every little thing, what we're going to do is discuss names. Like the one we're wanting to talk about today, his name has been brought up already, but it's Doug Abel. And I'm going to combine two of them together a little bit just to make this, because our story's got to move a little bit quicker. So we're going to pop stuff up about Doug Abel and his wife that evidently one of two things, either he didn't want her to have his name or she didn't want to have his name. Because her name,
They have different names.
she goes by Jenny Brown. And Jenny Brown, we know for a fact, is good friends with the big wig at PETA, Brittany Pete, the one that's been on Tiger King 1 and Tiger King 2. We're going to be providing you all with all this evidence. So in order for me to tell you who Doug is, I also have to tell you who Jenny is in the same process. It's going to make it easier for people to understand. So they are a married couple. They originally lived in New York. And while they were in New York, they founded an organization, a nonprofit organization called Woodstock Farms Sanctuary. And we're going to be showing you all the information. We're going to give you access to that. Well, I think it all started around 2016. The staff members, former staff members, volunteers, anything and everything, started making some very, very, very hardcore accusations
Yeah.
about Jenny Brown, about she's nothing but a total bitch, that she's rude, she's vulgar, she's mean, she's hateful. And it went on for such a long time period. The board of directors of the very foundation that they founded said enough is enough. Bye, bitch.
Booted their asses off their
Booted
own
their
property.
asses off the property in which they lived. Now, being homeless, they had to figure out a new home. But when we did research, we found out that there was someone that was actually assisting them in, hey, I'll help you do this, do that. It was their good friend by the name of Rebecca Chicklin, which is one of the, big time producers, executive producers on Tiger King. And they had
She
been
also
friends.
had a second home there
She-
by Woodstock
That's right.
Sanctuary and would bring her kids there
They were right there.
to love and pet all over their animals.
Even though that's a thing that they despise, anybody in the animal industry doing, you're not allowed to have any interaction with them. Oh, but I guess you're allowed to have interaction with Doug and Jenny's animals. I guess they were special. So we're going to be exposing all this. So y'all just keep track. We're going to throw it all down on the table. There's all kinds of connections that we'll be making. So like I said, it's up to you all now to continue on with the story. All we can do is give you all the facts and the information. Read it for yourself, listen to the interviews. Some of them are long, boring as hell. You're going to see stuff where they talk about anything and everything. So even we're going to be showing a lot of different connections. I'm going to show you connections between those three people located in Louisville, Kentucky, Shay, Doug, and Jenny. We're going to show their connection. Then we're going to show their connection with Good
Tiger
Productions,
King, yeah.
Tiger King Productions, producing, editing, and everything else for the Tiger King Productions and everything else. We're going to show all those connections. Then we're going to go a little bit farther, and I'm going to show connections where the state of Indiana was actually even involved. The Attorney General. Everybody remembers on Tiger King 2, our wonderful Attorney General at the time, Mr. Curtis Hill, You know, he goes on there and, you know, hell, he has to show everybody how well he can sing like Elvis. Then,
with that moose knuckle.
no, it was not a moose knuckle. That was that was a camel toe. Now, the thing that surprised me was when he got dressed up in his Elvis outfit and started showing that camel toe off, it amazed me that he could actually sing like Elvis.
To Presley.
We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby.
With the exposure of that camel toe, that amazed me that he could actually even sing like Elvis. I was expecting more like Lady Gaga, you know, with that camel toe. You know, I was expecting a little higher tone there. But we're going to show the connections, and you're going to understand it. But you're going to have to keep up with us. We have found all the evidence. We have found all this stuff. Please watch it. Please read it. You will understand where we're coming from. And it all was a setup. And there was a boatload of different people, different organizations, different agencies, and everything else that are involved. And they had a reason to be involved. I'm going to show you the reasons. A lot of it, the whole Attorney General thing, was based, it got to where it was just based, we want to be on Tiger King too. And they wanted to fulfill their agenda because we will be showing proof where Netflix backs the big Public Safety Act. We will be showing that. So they told Doug Abel, continue filming. Get what you got to get. We need somebody destroyed on film. We need to show an animal abuser, an animal neglector. So since that's the way Shay Mcalister had been portraying me, they brought her on board and said, let's continue on. And Shay Mcalister seen that big opportunity to, number one, take down an enemy, which I was, because I had no respect for her. She had no respect for me. And so there was a vendetta. Then she also seen the opportunity, I get to be on Tiger King too. The #1 Netflix series of all times. I get to be on there. Hey, bosses, can we do this? Can we get on there? I want to be in the spotlight. And I'm even going to show off our news station, WHAS 11. And they're going to be all over Tiger King too. So everybody had a motive and initiative. And we've even got, don't we have like Doug Abel and them admitting that they were creating the stories?
Yeah, it was
They were
tricky.
manipulating the stories.
What did he say?
You know,
he says it was tricky to come up with the stories.
That's right. It was tricky to come up with the stories.
And the through lines.
So they used Shay Mcalister to make their story, and it was to destroy Tim Stark. They needed episodes for Tiger King 2. I was nobody. And since they were living right there side by side, Shay interviewed Doug. Doug interviewed Shay. If everybody looks, pay attention, people. Go on and watch Tiger King 1 or Tiger King 2, episodes 4 and episodes 5. That's where you will see Shay Mcalister on there. And watch. She is not being interviewed. I want you to pay attention to the place where she's in a blue dress, or well, a blue tarp. And she's in there, and she's in the garage of the WHS 11 van stuff. That's where she's at. It's down there in the garage. And she's sitting, posing like she's being interviewed. Now, I don't know how many people out there have ever been involved in being an interview, whether you was interviewing or interviewing, being the interviewee, or if you've ever conducted, or even if you watched them on TV or you watch them in the movies. Every time I've ever seen it, you got the person behind the camera or whatever, somebody's asking questions.
Mm-hmm.
The person being interviewed is answering questions. But if you watch all of Tiger King 2, episode 4 and episode 5, when she's in that blue tarp, she is not answering a single question. She's narrating a freaking story. You know, so with her narrating the story, that's a little bit different than being interviewed. That's where her and Doug Abel sit down in the room with other people. I imagine there was a lot of them involved, different editors, different, they had to have a story. So here they come, after me. We're going to go on and cut it short. You all at least know the name, Doug Abel and Jenny Brown. So instead of wasting any more time, we're going to try to keep moving forward and bring in more and more people, more and more agencies, whatever you want to call it, like Eric Goode, Rebecca Chaiklin, Good Productions, Netflix. We're going to be bringing stuff in on them too. We're going to show more and more stuff. How Eric Goode, nothing but a damn animal rights activist. And I'm going to prove it. I told him that first day I met him.
Yep.
And he denied it. But now we've got the proof going way back into the 90s showing it. So we're going to say goodbye to everybody. Stay tuned. Like I said, all of the information is there. It's going to try, I don't know what kind of order it's going to be put in. I'm not in charge of that. So if it comes out all screwed up and ass backwards, right?
Thanks for watching.
Hold on. That's my bent finger. There, right there. There. So, here, I'll do it. There. It's her fault. But pay attention, read it, listen to it. A lot of it, you don't have to listen to all of it. When you go to listen to those damn interviews with Doug Abel or whatever, back and forth, this or that, it's boring as hell. So just bear with it, but you'll see exactly what we're talking about. It was a setup. There was a motive and initiative behind every bit of it from the very beginning. So they wanted to do Tiger King. I'm going to do Tiger King exposure. And I'm going to expose it. Every damn bit of it. So stay tuned, everybody. It's getting to be fun. Hey. And everybody remember, there's one for you.
Keep watching No More Monkey Business.
That's right. Keep it up, people. We love you. Y'all take care.
Night. Bye. You stole my joke.
It don't matter. At this point, it don't matter. You're Ed McMahon. I'm Johnny Carson.
Oh, no.
But the thing you got to do, if you ever watch back on Ed McMahon, he saved his laughs. Your laugh even comes across
I can't help
louder
it.
than I know.
You say funny shit,
I know.
and I fucking laugh.
I know, but you have to watch how loud you laugh.
I can't help
It gets
it.
to where you can't hear me. So.
Well, maybe that's a good thing.